Well, good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for THV 11 News at noon. I'm Jurnee Taylor here with meteorologist Simone Thomas, and we're looking at clear skies, Simone. Dare I say that the rain is gone?
The rain is gone, Jurnee. Now that low pressure system that was bringing the rain through your Sunday and into yesterday is starting to move north and east out of the natural state. Those winds now coming from the south-southwest as a result. So here in central Arkansas, the rain is gone. Most of the clouds gone as well. There are still a few clouds hanging around northeastern Arkansas, kind of in the proximity of that low, but that'll keep pushing north and east through the afternoon. And as it does so, we're on a warming trend, looking to peak in the lower to middle 80s this afternoon, with that sunshine again extending through the day. A lot nicer than how we started the week. Pretty warm out there today, and it's getting even warmer over the next couple of days. More details on the rest of the week are coming up in your 7-day outlook.
All right, Simone, thank you. Well, the man accused of abducting a pregnant Wisconsin teen and bringing her to Arkansas now faces federal charges in Little Rock. Gary Day is accused of taking Sophia Franklin from her home in Beaver Dam back in February. Investigators say he transported Franklin through multiple states, including Arkansas, before they were found in Nebraska. A federal indictment filed in the Eastern District of Arkansas includes 6 charges, ranging from child pornography to transporting a minor for sexual activity. Day is set to appear in court in Little Rock on May 27th. Well, THV 11 has also learned that former Pine Bluff Chief of Police Denise Richardson is filing a lawsuit against the city. You'll recall she was terminated from her job in March. Now, the lawsuit claims newly elected Mayor Vivian Flowers fired Richardson for testifying in officer decertification hearings, despite the chief's successful 30-year career in law enforcement. Now, Richardson is suing under Arkansas's Whistleblower Act, seeking compensation for lost wages from her $119,000 salary, along with damage to her reputation. We reached out to the city of Pine Bluff for comment on that lawsuit. We have not heard back at this time. And sticking with Jefferson County, a new budget this afternoon remains unsigned on the county judge's desk as a months-long impasse continues to interrupt county operations. Last week seemed hopeful as quorum court members came together to approve a budget, but the county judge still isn't on board. THV 11's Catherine Rowley breaks down efforts to give county workers back pay from all that time earlier this year when they got no pay.
I'd like to make a motion to postpone this to we table it till the June quorum court meeting so we can get more background information.
A proposal meant to help the employees of Jefferson County will have to wait till next month. During Monday night's quorum court meeting, on the agenda was a proposal to give $295,000 to county employees. The money being a bonus pay after the budget crisis from earlier this year. Funds Justice Alfred Carroll says the county has.
In this particular instance, the monies are there with funds that we have received from the casino in emergency reserves.
But Judge Gerald Robinson says county employees get bonuses based on performance, and that would come out of the county general account. He says funds from the emergency reserve should only be used for natural disasters.
This is not an emergency. My problem with this whole bonus deal is that the employees have already been paid retroactively.
Justice of the Peace Reginald Johnson says the idea for this bonus pay is to help the employees, those who may still be behind on bills they have missed when paychecks weren't going out.
Help them get back on track, maybe pay some things off on their credit, doctor bills they could not pay. People have had real hardships, and they've called and expressed that to me, and that's why we are trying to give them that.
But Judge Robinson feels that was solved after Senate Bill 182 passed, which allowed the county to go back to last year's budget during the stalemate.
Many of the financial institutions waived their fees. The community came together and did things for them. So any hardships have, in my mind, been corrected.
In Jefferson County, Catherine Rowley, THV 11 News.
Well, just to recap, a new budget has been voted on and is waiting on to be signed by the judge. But it's worth mentioning the judge was not at the meeting last Friday when the majority passed this. Now, if not signed or vetoed in 7 days, it will become law. After 6 confirmed cases of measles in the state, the Arkansas Department of Health is urging people to get vaccinated. A free measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine clinic is happening today in Conway at the Don Owens Sports Complex. It is requested that you bring your insurance card if you have one, but not mandatory. To learn more about the clinic or just measles in general, visit our website, thv11.com. It's special election day across much of the state, with some important contests. Voters in North Little Rock will decide on a property tax increase to fund a new middle school and renovate the old main building, as well as build an indoor sports complex. It's the latest attempt to pass that millage increase after voters rejected it back in November. If it fails this time, millions in state matching funds will go away. A few more noteworthy races. In Bryant, voters will be asked to extend an existing sales tax to build a new entertainment venue for the city. And in Searcy, voters will decide if they want to extend a millage there to fund projects for the school district. There are also elections in Conway, Hot Springs, and several other cities. All polls are open today until 7:30 p.m. President Trump is visiting Saudi Arabia, the first stop on his Middle East trip. As Natalie Brand shows us, he's keeping his attention on business.
Saudi fighter jets escorted Air Force One as President Trump landed in Riyadh, where Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman and a 21-gun salute greeted him. At the royal court, the U.S. delegation with cabinet secretaries and advisor Elon Musk greeted Saudi officials. Then President Trump and the Crown Prince sat down for a private meeting focused on investment in the U.S.
You're purchasing planes, you're purchasing a lot of different things, and I appreciate it. And you said, if you think 600 billion, but for 600 billion, knowing you will be $1 trillion.
The two governments signed agreements on a number of topics, including defense, energy, and mineral resources.
U.S. business leaders are also in Saudi Arabia representing finance and tech companies, including NVIDIA, BlackRock, and Uber. They're taking part in a U.S.-Saudi investment forum focused on topics such as AI, energy, and manufacturing.
From Saudi Arabia, the president heads to Qatar, where he faces questions over reports the royal family plans to donate a jumbo jet for his use. Democratic leaders are pushing back against what they call an unethical offer.
I am announcing a hold on all DOJ political nominees until we get more answers.
Republican Senate Majority Leader John Thune also questioned the jet, saying there are lots of issues associated with the offer. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Well, earlier today, reality TV icon Kim Kardashian stepped into a Paris courtroom to face the men accused of robbing her at gunpoint in Paris more than 8 years ago. Kardashian cried during her testimony as she recalled the night of the robbery, telling the court she thought she was going to be raped and killed. French media has dubbed the alleged attackers the, quote, grandpa robbers, because the 9 men and 1 woman are mostly in their 60s and 70s. All but 2 deny any involvement in the robbery. The trial that's expected to last until May 23rd. And in day 2 of court in the Sean Combs trial, his ex-girlfriend is testifying today. Cassie Ventura has been at the center of the case after she sued him in 2023, alleging years of physical and sexual abuse. Prosecutors are trying to convince a jury of 8 men and 4 women that Combs turned his hip-hop empire into a racketeering enterprise using lies, threats, drugs, and violence to force women and others into sex. Combs pleaded not guilty. The defense argues the activities were voluntary and the relationships were consensual.